A man pretended to take photos of his girlfriend but was actually photographing military deployment plans. A military officer noticed and immediately stopped him. The man lied, claiming he hadn't captured anything. Since the man was the officer's brother-in-law, the officer let him go. The next day, the man used his brother-in-law connection to enter the military base. He then made an excuse to leave his girlfriend behind and used a miniature camera to capture the base's full layout. However, all of this was noticed by the officer from a distance. The officer had long suspected his brother-in-law might be a spy, but instead of acting immediately, he waited for them to return. He warmly invited them to stay the night and suggested showing them the base the next day. The man, thinking he would gather more intelligence, agreed eagerly. Unbeknownst to him, his identity had already been thoroughly investigated. That night, while his girlfriend was doing her makeup, the man was cross-referencing data from his notebook with a map. Suddenly, the officer and his team barged in and invited them for drinks. While the man was drunk, the officer took the opportunity to check his briefcase. Inside, he found a large amount of illegal items and military deployment maps. Later that night, the man tried to leave the base by car during the shift change. He was on his way to meet the criminals and hand over the intelligence, but the officer and his team had already set up an ambush. In the end, they caught everyone involved in a single sweep.